I thought I might update my YouTube channel for once and show you guys what's going on. This is my belt grinder. It's actually the previous part, which is just this piece of I-beam, this I-beam section, and that's where the old like bearing drive wheel setup used to be. And I just added a plate that'll accept this three-phase motor. It's like a European motor. It was a pain making the little attachment here. I machined a little piece with the help of my mentor so that I could attach this 3/4 wheel to this 16mm shaft. And I also really liked the TW90 design, so I ended up making like a Travis Wirtz type mechanism on the top here, and I forged the whole thing, even the teeth. I just used a Hardy cutter to cut the teeth there, and then you have your little claw or catch piece, and then the piece that you kind of press and depress to fix it in place. And I forged the little tracking mechanism, welded the bolt in place so you can change the tracking, and it's all hooked up to this Grinder VFD. It's 220 volt, 3 kilowatts, which is I think the motor is 2 point something kilowatts, so I made sure to get one that's rated for over the over the regular power of the motor, just to be safe. And there's a huge manual that comes with this thing, lots of setup instructions. I mean, if you're interested and you have one of these and you want to see how I set it up, I can do it, but it's not the same for all motors. And because it's 220 volt and I don't really have any good 220 volt receptacles, like any of them indoors, I had to basically have a little really thick drop cord that goes all the way to the generator, little generator plug there. So all I have to do is just to switch on the generator breaker, and then this thing powers right up, so I'll go do that. So now this thing is on, and little zeros blinking. You can press run, and then it starts just staying solid. And now I can turn it, and it measures in frequency, so I guess this is 8.6 hertz or 8.4, whatever it is. And it's turning right now. There's a very slight wobble. I think I need to remake that this part, because doing the little key for the spindle is pretty hard to do. I think I did it wrong last time, but it works for belts mainly. I just don't want there to be too much vibration, because I think that's pretty bad for the bearings of the motor. So I can go ahead and turn it all the way up to 60. So that's the full speed there. I can turn it up to 70 actually if I want to, but that'll eventually damage the motor. Something about going over the rated frequency can damage them, so I don't want to do that. 60 hertz is plenty fast for me. That's like the full 1700 something RPM that this one's rated for. And I might as well throw a belt on it. Let's get a belt on it. Come on. There we go. It's acting all wonky because it's going in forward, which is actually reverse, so change it to reverse. And run. Get it so it goes to the edge of the belt. There we go. So that's the full speed right there. I can bring it down to a really slow crawl. And I mean, I could, let's see, let me find a scrap piece of steel to grind. So this is a piece of D2, and I can just kind of and still going strong, so it has a lot of torque. The nice thing about this VFD is that I can actually take off this faceplate, because those other VFDs that you see on most other knife making grinders, they're totally enclosed, whereas this has a bunch of holes and fins where dirt can get in. So the good thing about this is that I can just maybe create like a little quick wood housing for this piece alone, and then buy a little ribbon cable so I can store this part underneath in this cabinet here, and then have the actual piece that controls it up top. And once I power this down again, I'm just gonna switch, you know, a couple of the wires around in here so that the forward is in fact forward. And in other news, I have some KO wool and a piece of stainless, I don't know, this must have been some sort of scientific equipment from a scrapyard. And you can weld mild steel to stainless, so basically I'm just going to make a mild steel base for this. And there's going to be 2 layers of this inch-thick KO wool around here, and then this hard fire brick will be in the bottom, and you know, there'll probably be 2 fire brick in here, and then I'm going to create a little door that opens up this way for it, and I might actually videotape making this, and I have a 20-pound bag of Satanite, so I'm hoping that that's enough to completely coat this this wool. I got this stuff from Home Depot actually. They don't carry it anymore, I don't think, but I got it like right as they removed it from their website, so it took forever to get here. I also got MIG 210 MP, which is pretty nice. I can do Stig, MIG, and TIG with this. And I've done a couple projects, and hopefully I can build some more stuff with this. You saw that over on the grinder I did, you know, a absolutely beautiful welding job. Look at those beautiful welds right there. Wait. Come on, focus. Yeah, those look ugly, but they work, and that's all that matters to me. But when the time does come to make some good-looking welds, hopefully I can practice a lot on this thing, and that's also why I have that huge 220-volt extension cord, so that I can reach stuff that's out in the driveway, you know, and that is. Now that's all I have. Alright.